Season 2 is coming to an end today. I think today is the last day, and so I wanted to make a video about how to nerf Lili, which is my main. I think these nerfs only make sense in the context of everybody else getting a huge nerf as well. In her current state, she's very strong, but she's not the most egregious character in the game. She is like top 15 probably, something like that. I don't know. There are too many good characters in this game, and I think everybody should be thinking about ways their character can get nerfed. If you want what's best for the game, that's probably how things should go. Anyways, this is my first Tekken game, so I might be missing some context for these moves. If any Legacy Lili main has any thoughts to add, please feel free to. I would love to listen to them. Anyways, first off, it's a heat move, but let's go here real quick. This is a homing high plus on block launcher with when you can break the floor. The fact that you can do it multiple times out of a heat burst of all things is insane. I mean, look at this. I'm gonna pop heat. I'm gonna do it once, turn around, I can do it again. And if I wanted to, I can just do my other heat smash. Yeah, I have 3 of them for some reason. Lili gets to have 3 heat smashes because why not? I think to compensate, this should consume your entire heat bar because this is already very strong. This is +7 in back turn. This is a frame trap. This is a frame trap. This is a frame trap. Of course this is a frame trap. I think that situation is very strong. You can't move. You have to guess. This is a mid launcher. This is a -12 low. If I feel like you're not going to react to it, I can throw this out. I mean, it's 20 frames. Who's going to see that online? It's very strong. It needs to go. It's literally a heat smash. Why can I do 2 of them in a row? Like, if I pop heat burst, which consumes some of my heat. If I heat engage, I can do it 3 times. Look, that's 1. Turn around, jab check, 2. And I have time to squeeze in a 3rd heat smash. I think that is way too much. It should consume your entire heat bar. Moving on. Next up is something I don't see anybody mention. This low, forward, forward, 4. You don't see this in high level too much because like people can kind of see it. It's 22 frames. It's a forward input, so it's a little bit telegraphed. But outside of top level, this is insanely strong. +10 in back turn. +10 in back turn. That is more than the heat smash I just showed you, which is insane. The fact that like I thought, back in season 1, when I thought this game made sense, I thought if you did not go into back turn, this move would be -12. But if you went into back turn, it would stay -12, but you'd be launch punishable because you're in back turn. But no, if you're in back turn, it's -6, so it's effectively -11, I think. There's probably some niche punish for it there, I don't know. But this is very strong. +10 in back turn. Everything I do is a frame trap. And on counter hit, this is a heat engager / wall splat. Like for example, that's a full heat bar, or if I don't have heat, I can just do this. Yeah, I think that's too much. The counter hit probability should probably remain, because this is very hard to land when the opponent knows how to fight Lili. But I think on normal hit, in back turn, it should only be +5, +4, something more reasonable, something where you can wiggle in some counterplay, maybe power crush, maybe sidestep, because you can kind of sidestep Lili when she is +4 in back turn, just a little bit sometimes. It's not completely hopeless. Yeah, I think going from +10 to +5 without counter hit would be a little bit more reasonable. Should probably make it -7 maybe for a more consistent punish, something like that. Currently, it's way too safe for what it does. Next nerf. Okay, so the next thing has been a little bit hard to replicate. It's the tracking on the second hit of 3-1. I'm sure you've seen it clip someone to the side a couple of times. It's been a little bit hard to replicate. It's easier to find examples of it in a real match, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to try to show an example here. Like, it happens at a distance, roughly. Like, kind of like that. It doesn't happen point blank. Point blank, it just whiffs if you sidewalk it to the left, I think. Let's try again. Yeah, something like... I think string realignment of any kind needs to go. Like, if maybe if you delay a string a lot, like that, Like, to the point it's not even a natural hit anymore. It's not even a natural combo. Maybe then it's fair for a string to realign a little bit, but things like this is ridiculous. This string right here, it fully tracks to the left. It hits from range, what? Like almost range 3. That's what, like 2.6, let me see. 2.7, no. Like 2.5, yeah, it's very long range. It's really, and it's 15 frames. It's an amazing whiff punish tool. It's an amazing, like, way to check someone who's sidewalking you to the left a lot. You can punch parry the second hit of either extensions, but, you know, nobody's doing that. I think the tracking on the second hit needs to go. I don't even know why it's there. Okay, next thing is what is it? It's back turn 1+2. I don't know about this being minus 11 in crouch. The risk reward is ridiculous, but if you made it minus 13, Kazuya and Eddie and probably a bunch of other characters would be like insufferable to fight because the risk reward would be actually very annoying on this. I'm not sure how to balance this. Maybe don't make it put you in crouch. Just let it give like a normal 13 frame punish. Maybe a 12 frame punish would be reasonable here from standing. Like a standing 12 frame punish seems fine. Because, you know, it's the same thing for this. It's kind of similar to this, although this is 13. Hold on. But Lili's DF2 is kind of unique because it's minus 11. And it's 16 frames, but it has a lot of range. So, you know, this is too much. Like, I'm just going to do a random combo here. Whoops. Like, I'm just gonna do my Oki Ender, 75 damage in heat, in back turn. You know, you can get a lot more damage there. And if you have the wall, that's like an easy 90 plus. So the risk reward on this is too much. I think the key word so far has been risk reward. You know, for all 3 moves I've shown. And for this, it's just, you know, we want to play a 3D game. We want to sidestep and move in the 3D game. Shocker, I know. Next move. Okay, this is one of the most egregious Season 2 additions. You can tell by how far I am from Shaheen here. You know what I'm about to do. I'm about to counter hit launch him from range 4, and this is not even an optimal combo. Like, look, like, why is it this active from range 4.6? Like, look at this. Let's say 4.5, and I can delay the... I need to delay the stance a little bit. Just like that. It's a counter hit launch, just like that. I think that is... for 2 things. First, this should not counter hit launch. Just a simple follow-up. Just a simple follow-up for like 40 or 50 damage would be good enough. That's good. That's way more than good enough. Another thing, why is the counter hit property active from start to finish? Like, that's so late. Look at that. It's not even like up close. No, it's from max range. It's to the last active frame, which is like 8 frames, if I'm or 8 or 9 frames, which is crazy. I think that needs to go, and I also think the launch should go as well, and it should be a lot less active. It should be just like for the first like 3 frames or something like that. We'll revisit the slide in a later section. I'm not done with it, but these 2 things need to go immediately. It is way too much. It's way too dumb. This is a high crush, by the way. Like, this is a nightmare for Kazuya to deal with, because suddenly I can contest him in neutral. I can crush his electric and counter hit launch him. And like, if he's not, you know, if he's not timing his FF2 correctly, which goes for Jin as well, I guess, it can be very dicey. Anyways, next move. Okay, next is it's a very simple nerf. So typically you sidewalk Lili to the left, but if you go to the right, my hop kick tracks that side fully. Like that. Why? This doesn't come up too much in a real match because nobody's gonna sidewalk Lili right. I don't know why you would. Maybe you would in the mirror to get away from this because Lili can sidewalk that to the right. Lili and Alisa, I believe. Lili and Alisa. Why? I can even delay it a little bit. Like, look, I'm gonna back dash hop kick. I'm just gonna do it immediately. I'm gonna DF1 hop kick. Like, I think that needs to go. I don't think hop kicks should have any modicum of tracking, and if there is a reason for that, I don't know it. It's beyond me. Next move. Okay, this is a situation you're all familiar with. Well, hold on, stop blocking, Shaheen. Now is not the time. Hold on. Okay. Wall splat, heat. I can't even do my combos. That's crazy. Wall splat, tornado, heat, wall combo, boom. This move. How much damage is that exactly? Let's see. That is 44 damage from a minus 13 homing low. This is homing. Look at the blue trail. That is homing, and it's a counter hit launcher just in case. Just in case they press the button, like a wake up kick or something. Yeah, she needs it. Oh no, actually she doesn't. That is silly, and that used to be a vortex in the beginning of season 1. That's how Chikrin won Evo, as far as I understand. Anyways, this is a heat move. I'm not sure how you would nerf it. Let's count how many times you can do it from heat burst. 1, 2. So that is what? That's like 44 plus 44. That's like almost 100 damage from a minus 13 low. So the counterplay, like there's some semblance of counterplay. If I do this wall ender, you can spring kick my feisty rabbit on reaction. You can always do that. But if I do this ender with a full crouch DF1, there's nothing you can do. You have to eat the mix-up. You have to eat it at minimum once, and then it's a different Oki situation. I think the risk reward on this is stupid. This is minus 13. Minus 13. I'm only worried about throwing this out against Kazuya because I don't even think Eddie can launch it because I'm crushing. I'm crouching, and his 13 frame while standing launcher starts with a high, I believe. I'm not sure. I would have to test it, but I don't think Eddie can launch that. Only Kazuya. Nobody else. Yeah, I don't know how you would balance this. Maybe make it available once from heat burst, and I don't know. It's just way too strong. And if you like decide to duck, you eat this, which is very fun. It's very interactive. I love Tekken, guys. Don't you guys love Tekken? Next move. So in a similar situation, tornado. Oh my god, I can't do combos. I can't. You might see this move. This move sometimes whiffs for no reason, but other times it tracks you in like 360. It's very weird. I think it's kind of buggy. It needs to be fixed. I don't know if it should track at all because I can just do this. So I don't know. This move is buggy. It needs to be looked at, and there's something there. Fix it, because sometimes it tracks someone cleanly sidewalking me like either directions. So I don't get it. It needs to be fixed. Okay, there's not too much left. This is something niche that only my friend showed me a couple of days ago. Back 1-4, which is a very good string. This is a minus 11 wall splat on normal hit. It's not a doesn't need a counter hit property. Like it's a wall splat. It's minus 11 on block, which is very good risk reward because I can do this. I can cancel it. If this counter hits to begin with, I can just confirm. Minus 2, I can sidestep. I can just cancel it and stop in my place. Very good string. However, what if you call it out and you want to punish it? Well, I want you to look very closely at the status section here. Like, you see this? Look at my cursor. For some reason, at the end of the string, Lili becomes airborne. Watch it closely. You see that? Watch closely again. I'm going to do it a third time. You see how she's airborne towards the end. So even if you sidestepped it, you wanted to whiff punish it, you're not going to get maximum damage. I'll show you an example. Okay, this is also a good excuse to showcase more of my Lili drip, but whatever. You see how she's airborne? Like, why? That's so weird. Can you sidestep this, by the way? Maybe on a delay. This one's not delayed. Maybe this is the other side. Hold on. Lili can. I don't know if other characters can, but yeah, for some reason she's airborne during that. Like, look at that. Look. That's so weird. I don't know. I don't know if that should be in the game. Maybe it should be removed. Another thing about this string is that if she delays it, which she can delay it a lot. Like, look, this is immediate. This is delayed. If you delay it, you open yourself up to a jab. However, she crushes a lot of jabs in that situation. We'll try that with Lili herself. Let's record it. Like that. See how she went under my jab? But a dig jab hits her every time. But, you know, it's a risk to try to dig jab Lili after, like, back one. That, like, she could sidestep launch you very easily, so it's very finicky. Like, let's try that again. I don't know which jabs hit there. It's just weird evasion on an already very strong string, which has airborne status towards the end for some reason. I don't know. I didn't even know half of that stuff was there. But now I do, and I don't know if it should be in the game. Okay, this is another Season 2 edition, which I don't know how to feel about. While running 1+2. This is a plus on block high, and it's a running move. I don't know if Lili needed this. I mean, it's +4. It tracks to her weak side, I believe. Wait. Does this track left? How do I set this up? Like block all and then sidewalk left. If this tracks her weak side, that would be crazy. I mean, I'm not setting this up correctly, but I know it tracks to one side, not both, because it's a running move. It has inherent delay in it, so testing it after a jab or after a mid check is not very accurate. However, I don't know why this move exists to begin with. It's a running plus on block move. It tracks to one side. At least it's very laggy on whiff. I mean, if you duck this, it's 100%. It's a very easy launch. But I don't know if this should be in the game. Like, does this really fit Lili's identity? I don't know. You guys tell me. Legacy Lili mains, please. Like, this makes no sense to me. Like, she's like a movement poking style character with, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is like, it doesn't fit. For me, it doesn't fit. It's a running plus on block move, and it's a wall splat. Hold on. Just for fun, you know. Like the wall splatting property is such a jump scare in this game. Like, here's a very strong move, and it wall splats. Just for fun. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, this is something nobody talks about. A very underrated Lili move. Back when I was like Fujin in Season 1, I was oh, Lili doesn't have plus frames, blah, blah, blah. I had one of the most egregious moves in the game for plus frames specifically. QCF 3+4, or Do Glide 3+4. This is a 12 frame double high. It's a low crush as well. This is +6. Like, if you get comfortable with the timing, because you can't buffer this, you have to time it. This is very strong. However, that's my problem is not that it's +6. That's not very scary against Lili. The problem is that on normal hit, it's +17. That has nothing to do with the counter hit property. It's +17 as it is. This is how plus a heat engager was in Season 1. This is heat engager frames in Season 1. Can you believe it? I can just do that. Like, this is the part. I never take this counter hit confirm, even though it's really good. I never do this, even though it's really, really good, unless I have a wall splat. I always default to this, because I can set up either a forward 4, which is an uninterruptible launch, frame trapping launch, or I can do forward 4 if I time it correctly. I mean, I'm messing up right now, but you know, something like this, it's very hard to interrupt the forward 4 there. That's such a mouthful. FF4. I don't know why this is +17. That is very, like, that is way too much. It's a wall splat as well, by the way, in case you didn't know. I told you that the wall splat property is a jump scare. That's why I love Yakushima. You know, like, certain moves feel a lot more, you know, it's a lot more fun when not everything is wall splatting you for 1,000,000 damage and then broken wall, okay. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think this should be +17 on hit. That is insane. I think that should be like +5 or 6 minimum. I don't know. Even that is too much. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I don't know the exact frames, like the exact direction of balance for this character, but I know for certain +17 from a plus on block 12 frame high is way too much. Way too much. Next move. Actually, there isn't a next move. That's kind of all what I had for the nerfs. I'm sure there's more that I could have touched on. You guys should let me know what you think is broken about the character. The tracking on the second hit of this, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe you should probably rebalance cartwheel in some way because it's a very egregious move. Yeah, like the tracking probably. Also, the tracking on the slide should be gone. However, I wanted to touch on some minor compensation buffs. I know that's a very scary thing to hear because like the devs also want to implement compensation buffs, and I just completely disagree because they do way too much. But very minor things. This got a damage nerf in Season 2 before the health buff. Before the health buff, I was fine with it. But you nerf the damage of an essential low poke for Lili, and then you buff the opponent's health. That's a double nerf for her down 3. I think it should be reverted. I think it used to be 18 damage or something like that. I think that should be brought back. Just a very minor buff to her poking. Her slide at most ranges is -2 on hit. -2 on hit. I think it should be 0. I don't know why it's -2. Like, I get if you space it very far away, it can be neutral. I've never seen it be plus. Like, that's -1. Yeah, it's very hard to get it to be neutral. I think it should be 0. I don't know why. Like, -2 on a slide. This is like, I'm practically just counter hit fishing with this move. I don't even want to poke with it. But yeah, I think +0 is reasonable. Was there anything else? Any other compensation buff? I mean, here's something I had a gripe with when I first started playing the game. I heard about this thing called hit confirming. So you hit the first part of the string and then you finish it. Or like hit confirming a counter hit G clef, for example, which is a lot easier usually. Like, especially with the counter hit UI, like it's so easy. I didn't even have to practice that. It's very delayable. It's very generous. A string that I still have trouble hit confirming is her QCF 2-1. This is a 14 frame homing mid. On its own, it's -9. And it links into this heat engager, which is a wall splat. It's very good, and it's a launcher. Yeah. But I always found it very, very, very difficult to hit confirm. I never have maximum consistency. Maybe offline, but online, just never. I mean, it's delayable, but it's not easily confirmable. One of the buffs Lili got in Season 2, which was one I liked, surprisingly, was making this more hit confirmable. Like, if we set up the first hit to random block and the second hit to always block, this will be a test of hit confirming. But you can see the input history. I'm not really locked in right now. Yeah, but I like that. I like giving me something to work towards. Like, it's something that takes effort and practice. Hit confirming. And another thing I really like. So what if you want to duck the high, but wouldn't you why don't you just hit confirm the mid? Well, the mid is less hit confirmable than the high in my experience. The high is a little bit easier and it's more rewarding. So I like the fact that the risky option is more hit confirmable. Like the double high, like someone ducks this, they launch me, I'm dead. Yeah, something like that. Like interesting compensation buffs, not giving me I don't know, like imagine they make this a mid, or they make this a heat move that doesn't consume my entire heat bar. Like, no, thank you. Stuff like that, simple things, would be nice. Anything else? I'm not sure. I think this is all I have. To be honest with you guys, I have very little faith in Season 3. I don't know if the devs, I don't know if they want to take the game in the direction most players are hoping for. I think they're appealing to a player base that just doesn't want to engage with the game. Like, they hop in rank, they want to do their flow charts, they want to do their stupid strong moves. Like the average Lili I run into, they just go into heat and they do like this and then this, and I don't know, they do this all the time. It's very mind numbing. I hate that kind of player base. They don't want to look at the opponent. It's just me. What do I want to do? What do I want to hit? What about my combos? What about my damage? My follow up? That probably should be looked at as well, by the way. It's kind of a little bit tight to confirm for me personally, but it's very strong. It's like 50 damage. Like, why? Yeah, it's gonna drop tomorrow. We'll see what happens. These are the nerfs. I keep saying nerfs. These are the nerfs I think Lily should have in season 3. And remember, this is only if every other character got nerfed. Each and every single one of them. All of them. If you nerf Lily in this way right now, she would just fall on the tier list. She would be less fun. Because like I don't know if I'm having fun at all in this game because I'm fighting boss characters all the time, and she's a boss character as well. Like if I have you at the wall, I have my heat. What are you gonna do? Like I'm gonna do my OK ender. You're gonna eat this. And then I'm gonna flip you over and I'm gonna run at you. I'm gonna take my OK again like that. That's not fun for either of us. I'm just trying to squeeze a win by as hard as possible. I'm not looking at you. I'm not like trying to interact. I think there should be more, like I don't know, man. Like surely there's more to Tekken than this, right? Come on, this is my first Tekken game. Surely there's more to Tekken than doing my strong moves and taking my broken damage and then taking my Oki and then taking my skewed risk reward 50-50. Like if I hit you with this, you're guessing for your life because this is a launcher. This is a high damage poke, and if it counter hits you, you're taking 1,000,000 damage. Like surely there's more to Tekken than just messed up risk reward for the aggressor and very little counterplay for the defender, right? Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. That's all from me. See ya.